Hello friends, I am Gali Sarish on behalf of BSc IPF. We are doing this particular video. Here in this particular video, we would look into the calculation of home loan and how much home loan EMI should be percentage of your total income. What is the range, and if you calculate for your home loan, if you get a number, how to adjust that to so that you are reaching within the reach of that particular percentage. So I would also try to make you understand that why this percentage is much more important for you as an individual person, right? So to start with, home loan percent of your income. So what is the range? So range should be near 20% to 25 maximum. So what does this mean is that if you are earning maybe 50,000, so 50,000 monthly income, so your desired home loan EMI should not be more than 10,000 to 12,500. so this is the range, maximum range. If you exceed this range, then there are other consequences that you may face on in your personal finances. So we will look into more details. So for a safe example, the price of the house which you desire to construct or maybe purchase 50 lakhs, and the rate of interest at this point of time, if you go to any bank, normally they are charging 7.5%, and the term the tenure of the loan is 20 years. So this is the number, and if you have this number, then you can calculate what is the EMI that you need to pay for taking a loan of 50 lakhs. But we have to understand that when you are if the value of your house is 50 lakhs, then banks will not pay you entire 100% of your house value. So you have to pay some down payment. So let us assume you have paid 10 lakhs as down payment. So your EMI has reduced from 40,000 to 32,000. So the point is that if you have these numbers, then you can very well calculate this EMI number, and this is first part. So if the people who are not aware that what is the calculation of formula I should be using for this, the formula is FX, so PMT. So PMT, if you use this formula, for rate I have used, see this is the number, for rate I have used 7.5%, and per how many years I am planning to invest. Present value I have my reduced 10 lakhs from this 50 lakhs, so I would be taking 40 lakhs of loan. So by the end of my tenure, my future value would be 0. The point which we should understand is that by the time 20 years completes, your outstanding loan in house would be 0. So this is one thing that we should understand. The next part is, what is your monthly income? So let us, for the sake of example, let us say your monthly income is 1 lakh. So if I take this 1 lakh, what is the percentage of home loan EMI of your income? So here we are looking at 32.22%. So what is the range? The range should be somewhere around 20% to 25%, and the home loan in our calculation we are getting it is 32.22%. So this is beyond your capacity. So basically paying this EMI would be a Hercules task for you, for a simple reason, as we have seen earlier, a ratio of 50 is to 20 is to 30. So in this situation, let us see, you have 50% of your expenses, household expenses, 20% home loan in this case, and 30% investments for future goals. So this is where you have to think of. So if you exceed this 32 percentage, then you might say that house is also one kind of investments. So why shouldn't I consider this 32% here? So definitely you can think of in that number, but the point why I would not be touching this home loan as here is that this is an expenditure for me. This is an expenditure for the time being, even though I have created a financial asset in the form of a house. But the point is that these investments you are focusing for your future goals like retirement, creating a retirement corpus, or generating a secondary source of income, or constructing or for your children goals, or for their higher educations. So for that purpose, this is the amount that you have to focus. So for home loans you have to adjust here. Either you have to reduce your household expenses or your low home loan. So you have a percentage of 70 percentage. You have to adjust this 32.22% within this 70 percentage. So if you are not willing to do this, so what is the next option you have left with? Either you buy a house with lesser value, the indirectly your EMI is getting reduced by another 3000, or if you are not willing to do that, then you can increase your term. So even in spite of increasing your term, your EMI is not reducing drastically. So 29% is the thing. The point is that if you still continue with this, if your household expenses increase, if your household expenses, so in this particular situation, if your household expenses are 50,000, your home loan is this, so you are left with only, if I minus these two numbers, then you are left with only 20,000. Even though you have started 30% of investment, you have to reduce that by 10 percentage, and you have to factor your home loan for accommodating your requirements. So there is a situation there, if for some reason your household expenses have increased by 55 percentage, then what will happen? You have to further reduce your investments from 10% to, so this is how it becomes. So this is where an individual person should think about. So you, if that's why I have mentioned this range of 20% to 25 percentage. So if both husband and wife both are working, then this number becomes much more different, because as both the incomes would be calculated, plus your EMI can be shown for the tax purpose. Both husband and wife jointly they can show the home loan, and they can take tax benefit in both the cases. But ideally your home loan should be somewhere between 20 to 25 percentage. So to compensate, to make sure that you are not in a financial crunch situation. So this is what I wanted to make you people understand. By taking a home loan, you have to check what kind of or what percentage of your EMI should be of your income. So the higher EMI would be, the percentage is higher, then it would be much more difficult for you for maybe initial 3 to 4 years. Then thereafter, as and when your income increases, then it would be much more manageable for you at this after 3 to 4 years. So this is what you have to focus if you are planning for a home loan. So this is what I would like to make you people understand. Thank you friends for watching this video.